Guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Blog Daz.
Aidan.
I'm Gaynor.
Alright, here we are. Something a little bit different today.
Okay.
This is from a channel called What Would You Do? Right?
Okay.
So it's going to be a scenario and how people would react, I guess. What would you do?
Right.
So this is a illiterate man. He's harassed by café cashier. So let's get straight into it, yeah?
Okay.
Yep.
See what you do.
Thanks. Hey, what can I get you?
I am really craving one of your milkshakes. What flavors do you have?
They're on the wall right behind me.
You know, I forgot my glasses, and
Okay. You need a closer look?
thanks, but, well, I'll just say it, I can't read.
It's a scenario we staged in Jasper, Alabama. But adult illiteracy is very much a national issue. In fact, it affects 32 million adults in the U.S. The lack of reading skills can come with shame and harassment. And today, this worker isn't helping.
Look, if you can't read, why don't you go to the back of the line and let me help the educated customers?
What would you do?
Next.
I don't
Not
think
do right
somebody
there
would
and then.
say that.
I'll give it a straightener.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would say that, really, would they?
No, you'd help I try to help anyone, whatever situation
Yeah.
they're in. If they're being just normal, then you'd help them.
Yeah.
If they're being arseholes, then just move on.
Yeah.
You know?
So this is a set-up scenario. It's not what.
I'm guessing a set-up scenario, yeah.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not real, this, is
yeah.
it?
No.
Yeah. Well, say.
But just a set-up scenario to what would you do? See how people react, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think that would happen.
I think you'd might be surprised. I think there's some rude ass people in the world
Yeah, I guess so. But
that just like think they're the way they are is that's the way it is. I think there's some horrible, nasty people.
I'm sure
knocking
there
around.
are. But I'm thinking under probably a normal, that wouldn't happen.
No,
Especially from the person
I think,
that works there.
They would-
I think it might.
I think
I
they'd
think
say-
it does happen.
I think they'd say something like,
Like, they could be rude, like the customer could be rude, but I don't think you'd have the cashier being rude like that.
no,
Well-
or they could turn around and say, can I just serve somebody else and then I'll help you type thing.
Do you think it's set up from just the man, or do you think it's the man and the cashier who's in on it
And the cashier.
to see how people react?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But I think it definitely does happen. 100%.
Right.
Right. Let's see.
We set up our hidden cameras at Lavish Coffee Bar.
Hi, what can I get for you?
And our actor Brad is making a stop for an afternoon snack.
I would really like a milkshake.
All our flavors are listed on the board behind me.
Small writing, I can't.
Oh,
Could
here.
you just tell me what flavors you have?
There they are.
He reluctantly reveals his eyesight is fine.
I don't read very well. Would you mind going through them for me?
How do you not know how to read?
This couple looks stunned by her question.
Okay, sir. I'll help you out.
Wow.
They have almond, amaretto, banana, butterscotch, caramel pecan, chocolate.
Turns out that for them, this situation is personal.
Listen, I have an aunt that can't read, and it's legit, okay? That's very rude.
I'm just asking a simple question.
Your manager will know about that.
I'm just asking a simple question.
No, I have an aunt that can't read. I understand.
Well, I
do.
mean,
I
it's
really do.
How does that even happen?
It's called people having to go through a tough life sometimes, and you have to work.
Where's your manager?
Hold on just a second.
While she leaves to elevate her concerns, he lets our ignorant worker have it one last time.
You should never talk to a customer that way, ever.
I just serve coffee. I don't.
Well, then you should do your job and not criticize someone.
I'm not criticizing him.
Just
I
absolutely
don't
criticize.
understand.
Everyone in here would agree with me, I bet you.
And I'd have to say, we agree as well.
I'm John Quinones with What Would You Do, the TV show. And she's here. We wanted to see who would help a man who was having trouble reading.
I mean, someone can't read. They need help. We're here to help.
What does this tell us about this little town in Alabama?
We care about people.
Exactly
We
right.
reset the scene.
You can't read.
Press pause a minute. Do you know the bit that got me there was when he apologised and I'm sorry. The guy did well. So did the girl. They both did really well there. Stepping up to the plate and sort of like saying, I'll help you out. And he was like a really good team there. The man and woman, because it was like she was like, I'll help you, and he was like, you're rude. And it's I don't know. I'd flip. I'd proper flip me. Someone was like that.
I would as well.
I'm sorry, I never learned. I don't mean to be a bother.
I mean, I've never met an adult who can't read.
They watch in amazement.
I quit school early. I went to work. I never learned to read.
And now she jumps right in.
Okay, well, there's
just need a
almond, there's
little help.
banana, there's caramel, there's chocolate and cinnamon.
Reciting the entire milkshake menu.
There's also honey. That sounds really good.
Patiently going through the long list of flavors one by one.
I love the toasted marshmallow.
Or chocolate's like the go-to for me.
Hey, we've got a lot of customers. Do you want to just put in an order?
Yeah, we're not in no hurry. Yeah.
Keeping her calm when our server tries to speed things up.
I'm so sorry to be a bother.
Don't worry about it. My grandfather, he's a coal miner. He has trouble reading. He's great at math, but Papa, he can't really read that much.
And for the second time today, we find someone personally affected by illiteracy.
It's hard for me to understand how an adult can get through without being able to read.
Yeah, he had to quit to help pay for everything.
You know, school just wasn't a priority, and
That's how
I
it
struggled
was.
with it. And
Hi, how are you?
Hi!
It's what would you do?
No! I've watched the show all of the time!
It hurt your feelings to hear her criticize him?
Like, why would you publicly humiliate this person in front of all these people?
You know people who also can't
Yeah,
read.
like my grandfather, because he was a coal miner, and like he had to drop everything and go to work in the coal mines. They had to do what they had to do for their family.
Throughout the day, as our barista continues to put Brad down,
That's not my problem. You can't read.
some people leave in disgust. Others shake with anger.
Listen, you need some.
Others are just outraged by our employees' complete lack of respect.
Are you serious?
Why are you helping him?
Because it's the right thing to do. It's being human.
Wise words, but nothing prepared us for this last woman.
Sir, do you want to order?
I'm sorry, I just don't read too well.
For Gail Crump, well, this situation hits close to home.
I don't understand. Can you not read?
Let's see.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't mean to be a bother.
So all these can be milkshake flavors?
Yeah, why can't he read?
Amaretto.
At first, she ignores the rude comments.
Caramel, I think, would be really good. Chocolate, cinnamon.
But after she hears this,
I'm pretty sure that this is how he got into the situation in the first place.
Wow.
That's not an
God,
appropriate
that's-
way to deal with somebody.
This is really embarrassing.
He needs to try.
I should have learned how to read a long time ago.
No, you don't talk to people that way. You don't know what opportunities this person's had or not had.
I mean, do you know a lot of illiterate people?
well, we're about to find out.
Yes, I do. I'm an educator.
Turns out this is actually her life's work.
Well, I can't believe in 2019 there's
No.
an adult who can't read.
Then apparently you were brought up under a situation where you had every opportunity in education. Not everyone does. Not even today.
Time to meet this incredibly compassionate woman.
Hi there.
Hi.
I'm John Quinones with What Would You Do? She's an actress, and so is the man who needed help. You were really upset. Tell us why.
Sorry.
I know people think that in 2019, every person has the same opportunities in education, but they don't. If you're a person who grows up in poverty, you may not grow up in a situation where you have access to public education. Or if you're someone who has a learning disability and you slip through the cracks, and sometimes they do.
They do.
I'm an educator. And so I think that's why this really,
Touches.
and we have parents who can't sign an excuse. They can't write an excuse and sign it for their children. And they just don't want to say, I'm illiterate.
We've been filming all day, and every time we've done it, someone has spoken up. Why is that?
We're a close-knit community. We're not an affluent community, but we're a community where people really still care about others.
A community of people stepping forward, helping one another when in need.
Right. Good, that. It's I think if you go to certain places around the world in certain cities, you probably wouldn't get that same reaction.
No.
I think it'd be a case of, I'm next, I'm more important than you, let me
Yeah.
through. There are certain cities I've been to where that'll be the case.
Yeah.
You know, it's rather than help someone first and then say, right, you're sorted now, you helped, and then help me. But people, when you say before about people don't speak to people, I think they do.
I agree that there are people, but I don't think somebody that works in like a coffee shop
Yeah,
would
that's
speak
what
to
I'm saying.
speak to somebody like that. I'm not saying there's not people that don't speak like that, because
in the modern world, I think it's definitely out there. I think the modern world nowadays is, you know, I've got better things to do than deal with you. You know, and it's or I don't want to do it. I've got a lazy sort of like attitude which we were talking about before. But it's I don't know. That's I think you get away with it in. People will help you in places like that in Jasper, Alabama. But you go to certain cities, other cities, big cities, I don't think you'll get the same help. I think people just push past you and try and move on.
Maybe.
I think the communities like that probably have a more understanding, let's say. I think so anyway. Well, that's not what you guys think.
I think it's a slower pace of life there as well. People have got more time on their hands.
Possibly, but you should have as much time as necessary to help someone like that in that situation. You know, it's the guy wasn't being rude as the actor. No. Good actor, by the way. But he wasn't being rude in any way. He was, you know, he was sort of like being very polite and sort of like, you know, this is what it is. Then I probably wouldn't read the menu out. I'd just say, what do you fancy? What's your favourite? What do you normally have? You know, this is what they've got, but this is, you know, what do you normally have? But I'd definitely help someone out in that situation.
I think most people would.
I'd probably go off on the person who worked there if he was in that situation. I'd probably go mental.
No, I'd definitely say something to somebody.
I wouldn't be that guy to start going mental at them, but I might say something.
I wouldn't be able to keep my mouth shut. No chance. Not a chance now. But yeah, interesting. That was good, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, very good.
I'd like to see how people react to that. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.